All right, I know Mullet Mafia is getting ready to play Rain in the grand finals right now, but I still got some analysis to do. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to watch Mullet Mafia versus Team G9. Then we're going to also watch Evil Vision versus Seminole. I think that's the other team. Yes, that is the other team. And instead of doing the commentating like I have been doing, I've actually decided to go ahead and watch this beforehand and take some notes. I also based this off of a outline that I have created, and the outline has three main points to it, mostly about map control, bomb site executions, and rotations, because I think those are the three most important things that need to be analyzed, so that way we can stay on track and hopefully get this ball rolling a little bit faster. But anyways, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I also have a Discord server, link is in the description of this video, and also if you want to check out Mullet Mafia server, which I'm also a content creator for their team, you can go and check out their servers also in the description as well. Without further ado, Mullet Mafia versus Team G9. First round, here we go. I would also like to point out that the VOD is not very good at getting most of the action, so bear with me as we go about this. So right off the bat, we're already 15 seconds into the match because they couldn't switch the scene back in time. But Mullet Mafia on Village likes to stack mid-house, mid-roof there, with one holding the B-long in case some players try to push B-long. And then you got G9, who likes to stack A-site with one pushed up all the way in alley. Now, while bomb site stacks aren't necessarily the best for map control, you still have all those players in that one area. So if anyone else tries to take that map control, it's not going to work. Because having all those pistols pointed in one direction, if the coalition is spread out, then the breach who is stacking is most likely to be able to take that site and be able to plant the bomb. But since they stacked different bomb sites, they can just easily take that site and get ready for the retake from the coalition. And sometimes this does happen, and other times you get full 5v5 gunfights when both teams go to the same bomb site. And see, case in point right here, I don't like the fact that they didn't show that. Now, Mullet Mafia is going to go ahead and rotate over now that the bomb has been planted. They're going to rotate their B player up through CT, which you kind of can't see. They're going to have two going A long, and they're also going to have two going alley here. You can't see the other one because they're kind of stacked on top of each other here. As you can see from the macro, Team G9 holds CT. They're also holding this alley here with two players, Crux and Sadok. You also got Lucat, who's holding this A-long angle here. And even though they were able to hold those positions, the XD45 just comes out on top. It's just a really good pistol, honestly. I probably should have also done a point about the economy because there are some points that need to be made, but I didn't think about that, so we're just going to roll with what we got. All right, round two, Mullet Mafia is going to have one player on A site, and they're going to have two back here on CT stairs. And you got one player here holding this mid angle, and you got one player holding this B long angle. Now, they do have two players end up playing mid here in later rounds, but that's so that way they can rotate onto A site or to B site, depending on which site the Team G9 decides to go to. And then G9 is going to go ahead and try and default to these different areas, try to see where Mullet Mafia is going to have their map control set up. And Crux just rushes onto A site, taken out. And once again, eco rounds are usually slaughters, so that's expected. All right, round three, first gun round. See what happens. All right, Mullet Mafia is going to throw that flash over to the bottom of mid there, so that way they can stop breach pushes trying to go up through alley or through mid and try to slow them down going A site. All right, so now Star goes down, and now Mullet Mafia is left in a 4v5. However, they don't rotate immediately. They do still have their one player up in mid. They also have their two players on A site and one player on B long here holding B. And Mullet Mafia throughout this entire game has really good map control because this spot right here, this cubby here on B long, holds this area right here, so he can hear them pushing up, while he's also holding this mid angle here because his teammate did just die there. You also gonna have this mid player also double peeking into mid here. You're also gonna have Malik, who's going to be watching this mid angle here in case he decides to peek out, or if he decides to go roof and peek out. Doesn't really have to push up because he's got his teammate Shadow here watching this mid connector here. And here you can see Zello is just insane, getting 3 triples in this game. That's his first one. And Zello was able to clutch up that round, even though they had one player down at the beginning. They were still able to get their map control, still able to get the round that they needed. And here you can see Mullet Mafia go into the main setup that they like to do. 2 mid, 1 B long, 1 CT stairs, and 1 A site. And here we go with Zello again with another. No, this isn't the one. It's after this one, I think. And here G9 rushes into A site, throwing off Mullet Mafia, unable to adjust to this rush. And that flash from that A long angle was able to blind the players on A site so that way they could rush in and be able to take A site control fairly quickly, leaving Shadow on B long all by himself. And the thing about this round, round 5, is that they have one player sitting in mid the entire time just waiting for that B-long push. See, the first thing they do here is they try and get information to see where the coalition is sitting at. They're able to find one player on A site. They know that there's another player sitting top mid going back to CT, maybe A site. So they're going to try and push back. And they're going to leave a dual key in mid to be able to pick off any players that aren't suspecting this mid player here. And see, a dual key gets that pick there, and he's able to get B site all cleared out for him. And Mullet Mafia does go ahead and save here, which is good. I like seeing saves, especially with a 4v2 like this. And because Mullet Mafia saved, they're able to get 5 assault rifles on their team. So go for the same setup. And G9 has one player sitting in T-spawn right here, and they're slowly pushing up B-long, trying to see where the coalition's sitting at, where they're all at. And now because they know that everybody is here in B-long, they're going to go ahead and rotate over. And Sadok's going to get some really nice wall bangs here. He gets 1, and he gets 2. And now you got Volgren sitting in the lurk position to check for that player. And then Star tries to peek that, doesn't get it. And something I didn't like about this spot right here is this. See how he peeked? Watch that again. It seems as if he's slow peeking it, and because he's walking out like that, slow peeking it, it makes him an easier target to hit. If he checks this, doesn't see anybody there, then you gotta know, okay, he's probably playing that cubby position. I'm gonna get up close and then wide swing it, holding my crosshair on this guy right here. And when he wide peeks it, because there's peeker advantage, you can peek him and then take him out fairly easily. But since he is holding that angle, you could get some damage or even get taken out by a lucky headshot, because he had his crosshair right on that corner, although a dual keep did. So yeah, don't slow peek around corners. That's not very good when you're trying to get map control. So Mullet Mafia is going to eco here with a hero rifle, and they're all going to have deagles. And I also noticed that when they go eco, this is the only thing I noticed when they have gone eco, this is the only time they went eco, they stacked A site. And it does come in handy with that hero rifle, because Malik's able to get 2, and he's able to get traded out and get it back down to an even spot. And Star comes back in and gets this clutch kill, bringing it down to a 1v1. Now here comes a part where I think really put G9 down in a bad spot here, because Crux is still holding this spot where he last saw Star, and Star is already rotated, and he's still looking for him and hasn't kicked in. It's like, okay, maybe he's rotated somewhere. I would have most likely wanted to check CT stairs myself to see if he was there, if he was rotated there, and if not, then he might have rotated to mid, which is where he is right now. But the game sense did kick in for Crux here, and he's going to end up getting taken out as he drops down. What can you do? What can you do? And that was a very good eco round by Mullet Mafia. Now they're able to full buy AUGs, and now Team G9 is going to be able to full buy as well. And again, with the flash, this slows down their A push, which everybody is there. They're mostly blind, and they're going to be rushing A side again. And that flash that I think I've already mentioned this, the flash that's thrown over into A site helps blind all of those coalition players who are on A site, which is why you have so many players hanging out in the back of A site here in case that flash does come. They're able to call it out and then counter it by turning around. And now that it's a rush, they're all going to be rotating onto A site here. Bulgar could get a nice 2-piece here, bringing it down to a 3v3, which is good. And now all the players on A site are down, so they're going to start rotating into A site slowly. Hopefully be able to draw attention to the different areas, because it is a 3v2. You got one player going alley, one player setting up to go A long, one player CT stairs. They're going to try and collapse onto A site. He's going to flash over, and they're going to go ahead and push in. They're all pushing in together, and they're going to be able to take him out fairly easily. Shadow not able to do anything because they weren't positioned where he was coming from. So it's still a good round for Mullet Mafia. It's round number 9 coming in. They're going to have their default setup again. Team G9 is not going to have all their rifles out, and they're able to take out this mid lurk layer, trying to get info. So now they know, okay, there's 2 players mid. We could probably push up B long here. But B-long is smoked off by Shadow, I believe, so they're not able to push up very far. And look at what they're doing. They know, okay, they tried pushing one mid. They're going to try going B-long. There's nobody else in mid. So they're all pushing up, collapsing onto their location right here. on main road here. Shadow is able to come down from B long, able to take out any players from car. Star able to come back around and backstab them from roof here. And Vulgrant gonna get one and is gonna get another one. Oh, Zella's gonna get that one. Crux is gonna take Vulgrant out. And that's 6 rounds from Mullet Mafia. And now Team G9 is in a full round loss bonus right now, so they're able to full buy again. And something I also noticed is that they like to push bomb all the way up in mid when they know that there isn't anybody holding mid directly. And once again, the map control by Mullet Mafia is able to just pick them off one by one. So you got Vulgrant taking out Mixes in Valley, and you got Malik taking out Adulki in mid. They're able to get that map control and surround them to be able to pick them off either individually or in groups. Now Mullet Mafia has more SGs than AUGs. Zella with the only AUG, which is going to come in handy here in this round. And here is why it's useful. Zello getting a 3-piece right off the bat. And something I also noticed when this happened, you see their silhouettes. You got 2 of them holding their knives out. I think they're also blind because they might have also thrown a flash, Mullet Mafia did, over into A long here to slow them down. Yeah, they're full blind. They don't know what's happening, but they're still rushing in with their knives out. And even though Zello is also blind here as well, he's able to take him out easily. It's actually kind of hard to tell if they like actually see it or if that timer is just how long they are deaf for. I'm not exactly sure what that means. But yeah, Zello is just clutching it up on A site, being able to take those 3 out, and they'll be able to rotate around, be able to bring all their players onto A site as they keep getting picked off one by one after Zello goes down. Zello is definitely the MVP of this game. Once again, last round before the half, they decide to push bomb up mid. So now they're going to go ahead and decide to default again. Star able to get bomb down. And now most of the players are rotating to B side to help get B side under control. And Mullet Mafia is just able to rotate and get all those picks down to stop that B long push. All right, now we've got the round flip, halftime. Now Mullet Mafia's on the breach, G9's on the coalition. I believe Village is a breach-sided map. So the fact that Team G9 only got 3 rounds on the breach, oh boy. All right, so Mullet Mafia likes to split A site on Village, and Team G9, as you can see, is rushing up B long, trying to get that flank. Now they know that they're probably going to be on A site, so they're going to go ahead and push, but they got 2 players on roof to watch for that flank, which they were prepared for. And right now they're all spread out, waiting for those flank players to push up. Then you got one holding this house here, one holding alley in case they try to push up to backstab. They're able to get bombs on the bomb site and get it planted. And right now they have way more map control than what G9 did in their breach round. Because you got a player holding all the way up to CT stairs here. You got one player all the way in mid. You got one player here holding this alley at bottom mid to watch for this player coming out, which I think he's going to be able to see. No, he's not going to be able to see him. He's right here. And you got the last player on A site, most likely going to be looking for the A long player. So now they're coming back onto the site. Lucas going to get traded out, and now it's a 2v2. You're able to spot out Shadow. He's 1 HP. They're able to push on the site, and because there's nobody on site, Coalition was able to go on the site and defuse the bomb. And yes, XD45 is just really good. It's just a good pistol. And for those who made it this far, I'm using my phone as my camera right now. You can probably tell the angle is a little bit different, and you can actually see my hands down here now. It is a little bit more shaky because it's on a boom arm, but it's still. Anyways, Mullet Mafia still likes to split A site a lot in this round, but also Team G9 also likes to push up mid to try and get that mid control. I believe they peaked this before going out. No, they just full on straight push it. I do not like that for some reason. I guess it's because you don't know if there's going to be a player swinging this bottom mid angle here, which is why they have 2 so that way they could trade them out. One player trying to get onto the roof, one player pushing all the way up. This completely cuts off their rotation back to mid because you got all these players coming crashing down to be able to get the backstab bottom or flank them if necessary. And Mullet Mafia also 4-spot, and they're just going to get flashed in an alley. They're going to get picked off. And all the AKs are gone for them. Unfortunate round for Mullet Mafia, unable to get it. But they were able to get the bomb plant down. I believe I've said before, if you get the bomb plant down, then you can buy an AK-47 to force up. I've seen it happen in other pro tournaments other than this one, and it has worked in their favor. Now they're going to go for an eco with a hero rifle, and Team G9 is going to set up 3 A site, 2 B long, and one of them is going to go CT stairs back to mid to check that mid angle. And he didn't see anybody, so he's going to rotate. Actually, no. And this is my favorite round here, because even though they only had 1 hero rifle, they were able to get guns out of getting picked picking them off. And now they got the bomb planted again. So now it's going to go back into their economy. And here's the last 3K from Zello. 1, 2, 3. Man, that Zello is just too good. Honestly, just too good. So that was a very, very good round for Mullet Mafia. So now they're all going to force up for G9. And G9 also likes to flash the choke points to be able to slow down the breach side. And Mullet Mafia is going to go ahead and default 2 roof, 1 house, and 2 belong, waiting for that demon angle to peak. But unfortunate for G9 here, who missed his first, for Adulki missing his first shotgun shot, not getting those frags that they needed. And now they got 2 off of A site. They're like, okay, let's go A. And they got 1 pushed up all the way through mid here, all the way up to CT. So now they know, okay, they're all on B site. We can go ahead and plant now. And now they're going to have to rotate all the way back to A site to try and get the retake. And unfortunately, Mullet Mafia's not able to pull this round out, getting fragged out by unfortunate timings and not very good crosshair placement. And they're still able to full buy for Mullet Mafia. And now they're going to go ahead and split A site again with 1 going alley for that info. They took down 1, they took down 2, and they're going to take down a 3rd one. And now A site is completely open. And now they're going to start holding those CT, the alley, and the A long. And Carl Sadok here, oh my gosh, he goes ham here. He gets 1, 2, I think he gets an ace here. Does he get the ace? Yeah, he does get the ace here. He gets all 5. No, he doesn't. He gets 2 here. Very good for him to fall back like this, to be able to check for other angles. He does get 1, he gets 1 more, and he's going to get taken out by the shotgun of all things. See, they tried doing that to Mullet Mafia a round earlier, and now they got thrown back in their face. I just think that's funny. And now G9's going to have a broken buy here. They're going to flash over. It's a standard flash, I believe, to flash over that to be able to flash that bottom mid area. Star's going to get 2 here in alley, which is good. Lets him know, okay, nobody's on A anymore. And now they know that everybody's in mid here, and they're going to be able to take him out fairly easily. And Carol Sadok's going to get 1, and it's going to get flanked here by Zello. They're able to just go around, get map control wherever they want. Mullet Mafia can. All right, match point. Mullet Mafia 12, Team G9 6. It's still a broken buy for G9. Mullet Mafia is looking good economically, and they're going to be doing a full A site push. One of them's going to split off and go alley. Team G9's also going to have a 3 A site, 2 B site push. And now, because they know everyone's on A site, they're going to be pushing through mid, which I have said, no, you do not want to push through mid when you know everybody is on A site. You want to go CT. You can go B long here to try and get the flank, and you can try and push to get through to try to throw off their timings, but going from site to site, when you're up in this area, when you're up close to the top of the map here, you want to go through CT. And because Sadok was right here and they knew everybody was on A site, he should have went through CT, but now everyone's dead on A site. Now they're able to play the bomb. It's a 5v2, and Carl Sadok getting a shot here, which is good, but I don't think he's going to be able to get anything else. And Shadow taking down Sadok, and Zello taking Luki, and Mullet Mafia takes this round, which is good. So Mullet Mafia being able to take map control like they did on the CT was phenomenal. I mean, yeah, you're getting picks, and you're also moving up slowly to try and get more information to see where the breach is at, to be able to take that map control and just take it away from the breach. And Zello coming in clutch with those 3 triple kills. Unfortunately, he didn't get top frag, so he doesn't get the MVP. Shadow coming out with that one. But every single triple kill that Zello got was a critical triple kill, because you got the one that was in that eco round, and you got the one where he got flashed, and everybody else on G9 pushing onto A site also got flashed. He was able to get them down and just completely cut their numbers in twain. And G9 was unable to do anything, really, on the breach or on the coalition. I mean, they did get some kills and able to break their economy apart, but they weren't able to do anything else. And with that, that is game number 11 for Worlds. I hope you guys learned something. And if you want to check out any more of my analysis videos, you can check out this one right here, or you can check out this one right here, which is my most recent analysis. Stay safe.